Hi guys, this is Mel from That's My MO, as in That's My Milo and Olivia. I'm here to help. If you have any questions about parrots, please ask. I am trying to get all the parrots to stay in their forever homes and don't go to rescues, especially cockatoos. And this is the purpose of my channel, to inform people that are getting a parrot or already have one and have questions. So if you like what I do, please subscribe, please like, and please share. Thank you, and as always, have a good day, good night, good evening, whenever you are.
Okay, today I'm talking about parrots and birds, our pets. I'm talking about their individual characters and their personalities. I found that there are 354 different breeds of parrots, and I'm going to be starting from the small budgie parakeet up to the super large hyacinth macaw, so you guys can be informed before you purchase a parrot. First up, I'm going to be talking about the Finch family. I know that they're not parrots, but I wanted to include them. There are many different kinds of finches, but I want to talk about these three different ones: the zebra finch, the Golden finch, and the society finch. This is some basic information for finches. Always keep more than one finch. They do not do well alone. They have to be in larger groups. They're very social. Even though they're very small, they need a large cage that's rather wide than it is tall so they can fly. And they're very vocal. They're not loud, but they're vocal. And they're also considered a offhand birds, even though some of them, of course, are trained to be handled. You can't mix and match all the finches, even though you might want to, because some of the finches will not get along, so please do your research. This is the zebra finch. The average lifespan is 8 years. The size is somewhere between 4 inches and 4.5 inches, and the weight is about half an ounce. The father passes his song down to his son. Best starter bird, very bright beak, very active, jumps and flies around a lot, very high energy bird. Next, we have the society finch. The average lifespan is 4 years. The size is somewhere between 4.25 and 4.75 inches, and the weight is between half an ounce to 3/4 of an ounce. This is a very good starter bird and the most social of all the finches. This is a very hardy and active little bird and a good breeder. The Golden finch has an average lifespan of 8 to 10 years. The size is about 4 inches and the weight is about half an ounce. More difficult of the finches, does not get along with all other finches, very high energy, very friendly with its own kind, most decorative bird, very colorful, to be watched but not handled. Next, I'm going to be talking about canaries. The basic information for this bird is that you're supposed to have them always separated. They are very territorial, so you cannot have two in one cage. Even though they're very small, they need a large cage, again, because they can fly. So rather a wide cage than a high cage. They're also known for their singing voice. The males sing more. Some people might get overwhelmed by how much they sing. Because there are so many subspecies to canaries, this is an estimation. Of course, the sizes may vary. The average lifespan is up to 12 years. The size is 4.25 to 4.75 inches, and the weight is half an ounce to 3/4 of an ounce. They love to sing, especially the males. There are 200 different kinds of canaries with different colorations. The more colorful, the more the cost is. These birds originate from the Canary Islands off the coast of Africa. This is a very good beginner bird. They are hardy and entertain themselves. Give it a big enough cage to fly, some good food and toys, and it's all set. While this bird can be handled if you train it, this is mostly a decorative bird. You can let him out and let him fly around. It is a very small bird and flies very fast. Use caution when letting him out of the cage. Make sure all the doors and windows are closed. Feed special designed canary food. The next larger bird is the parrotlet. The basic information for parrotlets. Parrotlets are very territorial, can get very aggressive. These parrots are super high energy, very smart, very social birds, and want to be everywhere you are. Parrotlets' average lifespan is 15 to 20 years. The size is about 5 inches and the weight is about 1 ounce. Parrotlets are extremely active birds in the wild, spending countless hours each day flying, foraging for food, and staying clear of predators. In captivity, their owners need to do what they can do to give them as much exercise as they would receive in the wild. Parrotlets are nippy, bossy little birds who know what they want and are not afraid to bully someone many times their size to get it. For that reason, they are far from a good starter bird and definitely not a good pet for children. Small birds are extremely territorial by nature. Parrotlets are huge birds in a tiny body. They make wonderful pets and will quickly become members of the family. Highly intelligent creatures, they can often be taught tricks and learn to talk. Next, we have the lovely lovebird. Basically, lovebirds are very territorial and will bond to one person, possibly be aggressive to anybody else. Super high energy, very social bird, and want to be everywhere you are. With a lot of practice, they can be taught to talk. The average lifespan is somewhere between 10 and 20 years. The size is between 5 and 6 inches, and the weight is 1.2 to 2 ounces. The lovebird is an intelligent and affectionate bird. It has the ability to learn to talk and whistle. Lovebirds are very hardy, and if you want them to be friendly with you, you can only have one. If you think you might not have the time to spend with it, it would only be cruel to keep just one. Get a pair or more. It is small in size, but it is a big parrot by temperament. They are small, stocky versions of parrots with a short, blunt tail and a large, hooked upper beak. Their natural call is super high pitched and can be very loud. Next, we're talking about parakeets. Parakeets is one of the most diverse groups in size and shape. This group includes the most well-known budgie, ringneck, and mustache parakeet. The sizes vary between 7 and 16 inches. The budgie has a lifespan of 7 to 10 years. The size is about 7 inches and the weight is 1 to 1.3 ounces. This bird loves attention, is a very good starter bird. It is relatively low cost and low maintenance. It entertains itself and is very hardy. It is very social and a flock bird and best kept in pair or more for them to be happy or healthy. They bond with their mate for life. Fun fact, they can actually be taught to talk. The Indian ringneck has a lifespan of 20 to 30 years. The size is about 14 to 16 inches, which much of it is the tail. The weight is between 4.5 to 5.5 ounces. Ringnecks can be really good talkers. Nearly half of their total length is the tail feather. If your ringneck is sexually mature, you can take a look at him and figure out if it's a he or a she. The male develops a black ring around the neck, usually becoming visual around 17 months of age. Females have a grayish indent ring around their neck. Considered an ornamental or hands-off bird species, ringnecks have a reputation of being somewhat nippy and difficult to tame. However, those who have grown to know these birds have found they can make lovely pets when hand-fed as babies and properly socialized. They have been bred into a lot of different colors. Next is the mustache parakeet. It has an average lifespan of 20 to 25 years. The size is about 13 to 15 inches and the weight 5.2 ounces. Mustache parakeets are a more rare bird of the species. They are very attractive with a distinct feature that looks like a mustache, which they develop with maturity. They are very intelligent, very playful birds. They are entertaining and to watch and respond to human attention. The next group I'm going to be talking about is other cockatiels. Basic information about cockatiels. Cockatiels come in a wide variety of colors. One of the most common pet birds. They are good starter birds, easy to take care of. Cockatiels, the average lifespan is 10 to 15 years. The size is 12 inches. The weight is 3.2 ounces. These guys are very common birds people own along with budgies. This is an excellent first bird to adopt. They make for a good pet because they're very social and are usually pretty gentle. They do not require too much attention. They are pretty good self-entertainers, but do like to be with their owners too. They are smart and can learn some tricks, and some can say a few words. Male cockatiels are better talkers and whistlers than females. Cockatiels can be considered as the most widely kept parrot other than the budgie. Although cockatiels do not say as many words as other parrots species, they can learn to mimic words and phrases. Next is the group of conures. Conures come in a wide variety of size and colors. Conures are known to be the most friendly species. Some conures can be very loud. There are 12 different kinds of conures. 3 of the most common ones are the sun conure, who has an average lifespan of 15 to 20 years. The size is 12 inches and the weight is 3.5 to 4.3 ounces. Sun conures are very colorful and bright, very beautiful. They can mimic sounds but are not known to talk. While not impossible, it is very rare. Their call is very screechy and loud. These birds are pretty hardy and easy to care for. They are smart and can be trained. Cherry-headed conures have an average lifespan of 40 years. The size is 13 inches and the weight is 7 ounces. This is a hardy and very social species. Although they retain most of the regular physical traits of the conure family, cherry heads are still unique in their own way. They are considered as one of the largest in the conure family, very friendly and cuddly. Green cheek conures. have a lifespan of about 20 to 30 years. Their size is 10 inches and the weight is 3.5 to 4.5 ounces. These birds are highly intelligent, social creatures. Green-cheeked conures are very beautiful, affectionate, and intelligent. They are known as having a big personality in a small body. They can learn to talk, but only a limited vocabulary. They can also be taught to do tricks. Next group is the Lorikeets. Lorikeets eat nectar and pollen in the wild. You will need to give them a nectar mix to keep them happy and healthy. Male and females look identical. The rainbow lorikeet has a lifespan of 15 to 20 years. Its size is 12 inches and the weight is 3.2 ounces. Lorikeets do not just eat nectar and pollen, they are also known for eating soft food like fruit, berries, blossoms, and buds. They are not really seed eaters in the wild. Lories are a standout group among parrots. They are among the most colorful parrot species and they have a unique brush-like tongue, which allows them to remove the nectar and pollen from the flower blossom. With nectar as their main part of its diet, it is no surprise that they are high-energy birds. The tropical species of lorikeets are able to talk. Overall, rainbow lorikeets make excellent pets for those who are committed to provide excellent quality of care for their pets and have plenty of free time to be with them. Like all parrots, rainbow lorikeets love to play and need to be provided with plenty of toys and keep their minds and busy beaks busy. The next groups are the Kukes. Fun fact, Kukes like to lay on their backs when playing. They like to jump and march. They look like little tiny Irish leprechauns. The Kuke has an average lifespan between 27 and 40 years. The size is 9 inches and the weight is 5.5 to 6 ounces. There are two species, one commonly called the white-bellied Kuke and the other called the black-headed Kuke. Within these two species there are 5 subspecies, 2 black-headed and 3 white-bellied. Both species of pets Kukes parrots are known for their vivid, beautiful colors. If you are drawn to visually stunning birds, you might enjoy having a Kuke parrot around. Kukes are sometimes called the dancing parrot because of their habit of hopping forward, scooting backwards, and bobbing their head. With proper training, they can hop on command. In the wild, this is a rather territorial behavior and shows dominance. Kukes are not very talkative, but they are also not silent. If you live in close quarters, such as an apartment building, this might become an issue. The next bird are the Eclectus birds. Fun fact, the female is the color red and the male is the color green. These birds are known for their calm demeanor. Eclectus parrots have an average lifespan of 30 years. The size is 8 to 12 inches and the weight is 14 ounces. These birds are beautiful. They can be somewhat expensive. They are very social birds and can be taught to talk and imitate many sounds. Their voice can be pretty clear and can get loud. They are, however, considered one of the quietest. This parrot makes a great pet because they are generally not very demanding. They like attention but not demanded. One of the most caring and tranquil large parrots. Charming, eye-catching, and intelligent. Next, we're talking about the Macaw and Senegal Parrot. Both of these birds are part of the African parrot group. Senegal usually are one-person birds. Macaw parrots' average lifespan is 25 to 30 years. Size is 8 inches and the weight is 4.1 ounces. They are small to medium-sized birds. Macaws are quite gentle, quiet, funny, playful, highly intelligent, and social birds. Most hand-raised or well-socialized Macaws make wonderful family pets for anyone wanting a smaller parrot. Macaw parrots are rarer in the parrot world, but because their positive traits are becoming known, their popularity is increasing. They are not great talkers, but can learn a limited vocabulary. They sometimes can squawk very loud, but fortunately they are not known to be screamers. This is the Senegal Parrot. The average lifespan is 25 to 30 years. Size is 9 inches and the weight is 4 to 6 ounces. These guys are very friendly, but are usually a one-person bird. They like attention and affection. This is a medium-sized bird and can make for a good starter bird. Wild-caught Senegals cannot be tamed. They do not tend to talk, they are whistlers and chirpers. The Senegal is remarkably quiet and calm. Senegals have very fun personalities. Some are quiet and shy, others are more bold. Some of them can actually be bullies towards much larger parrots as themselves or the family pet. Senegal are very affectionate with their favorite person. This group is the African Grey group. African Greys are known for being excellent talkers. African Greys can get really old. They have an intelligence level of a 4-year-old child. The Timney African Grey has an average lifespan of 50 to 60 years. The size is 12 inches and the weight is between 11 and 13 ounces. Timney African Greys are smaller than the Congo and a darker gray and lack the bright red tail. They are very good talkers, the best among all the parrots. While this is true, there is never a guarantee that they will talk at all. These birds mate for life, so know that going in, once bonded to you, other people in the household might not be accepted. This is a very intelligent bird and needs a lot of interaction and affection. They can be cuddly if you get them as a baby. Need a lot of foraging toys and chew toys. Absolutely not a beginner bird. The Congo African Grey has an average lifespan of 50 to 60 years. The size is 14 inches. The weight is 14 to 15 and a half ounces. Congos are larger than the Timneh. They are also excellent talkers, just like the Timneh. Well-trained birds can let you know their emotions and tell you what they want. Again, never a guarantee that they will actually talk. These birds are not known for their cuddliness. Very high maintenance and demanding birds. They want to be with you all day long, prone to plucking if not entertained. They are a medium parrot but need a large cage for a lot of toys and perches. These birds are very expensive. Okay, next up is the Amazon parrot. There are 30 different kinds of Amazon parrots, which makes them the largest parrot species. The double yellow-headed Amazon is known for the ability to sing. Average lifespans are 40 to 50 years. The size is somewhere between 11 and 14 inches, and the weight is somewhere between 8 and 10 ounces. These are medium-sized parrots native to the New World, ranked from South America to Mexico and the Caribbean. Most Amazon parrots are green with accented colors that depend on the species and can be quite vivid. Amazon parrots are popular pets as they are known to be friendly, energetic, and talkative birds. They require constant attention and care, so they are best for experienced bird owners. Amazon parrots learn to talk during the time they would normally learn wild calls. After this window closes, some exceptional birds will still learn new words or phrases easily, but many will not. Some species of Amazon parrots talk more than others, like the double yellow-headed, yellow-naped, and the blue-fronted Amazon parrot. Amazon parrots can be quite noisy. Amazon parrots are extremely intelligent and playful birds that love being the center of attention. Next up is the cockatoos. These birds are the loudest of them all. You've probably been hearing him in the background. That's my bird Milo, and I am already far away from the room, so they can be very loud. Cockatoos are known as Velcro birds. That is why he's crying and screaming, because he wants to be with me. Unfortunately, one of the most surrendered birds due to their loud calls. They are the intelligence level of a 4-year-old child. First, I'm going to be talking about the Gala cockatoo. Gala cockatoo has an average lifespan of 40 years. The size is 14 inches and the weight is 10 to 12 ounces. The Gala is very popular because it is very friendly. They are very social and enjoy being with the humans, but they are not as cuddly as the umbrella. They can be taught to talk when trained consistently and very active and love having another cockatoo around. Next, the sulfur-crested cockatoo. The sulfur-crested cockatoo has an average lifespan of 20 to 40 years. The size is 13 inches and the weight is 1.7 pounds, a rather large bird. The sulfur-crested cockatoo, this is the nicest of all the cockatoos, very active and lively bird. It needs a lot of entertainment and exercise. They need at least 3 to 4 hours out of the cage to be healthy and happy, extremely intelligent and very curious. They learn to talk fast and mimic very well. The umbrella cockatoo has an average lifespan of 40 to 60 years. The size is 18 inches and the weight is 1.1 to 1.4 pounds. The umbrella cockatoo, these guys are known for doing tricks and having a very cute personality, very entertaining, and can be overly affectionate, sometimes obsessive of their owner. These birds require a lot of attention. Their call is very loud. Last but not least, we get to the Malaccan cockatoo, which is mine, which you've been hearing in the background. The Malaccan cockatoo's average lifespan is 60 to 70 years old. The size is 21 inches. The weight is 1.8 to 2 pounds. These guys love attention and love. Also very smart bird and quick learner. These are very large parrots. They have a strong bite, up to 200 pounds per square inch. These birds are very loud by nature and will use their voice to be heard. Know that going in. These are definitely not a good starter bird. Only for experienced bird owners. Their cage needs to be huge and they need a lot of chew toys and perches. This is a very large commitment. They have an intelligence level of a 4-year-old child. The next group is the toucan. There are about 40 different types of toucans, ranging in size from 7 inches to almost 2 feet long. Toucans are not parrots, they are considered a family of birds. Toucans have a huge beak that looks very heavy but is actually very light. Toucans do not talk. Toucans have a lifespan of about 20 years. The size is 24 inches and the weight is 1.4 pounds. Toucans have a huge personality. A tame toucan can be quite playful, learning tricks, catching grapes, thrown from across the room, and in short, being anything one would wish from a pet bird. They are super smart. They have been known to tease other family pets. Toucans act a lot like a crow or a jay. They like to perch high in the trees and can feed or preen their companion with that large, long beak. And the beak houses a flat tongue of the same length, which helps the toucan catch insects, frogs, and reptiles. The beak helps to keep the bird cool in the heat of the tropical day. The surface of the toucan beak is made of layers of keratin. The interior of the toucan beak is like a foam made of bony fibers and a drum-like membrane. The macaw group. Not all macaws are automatically huge. The Hans macaw is rather small. Most macaws have a very loud call. Macaws are also not beginner birds. This is a rather large group, and I'll be talking about 5 different macaws. Hans macaw has an average lifespan of 30 years. The size is 8 to 12 inches and the weight is 14 ounces. The Hans macaw, the smallest of all macaws, and very easygoing, social and intelligent, and will form a close bond with its human. They can be talkers and tend to scream. The blue and gold macaw has an average lifespan of 50 to 70 years. The size is 31 to 36 inches and the weight is 2.3 pounds. The blue and gold is very intelligent and sociable. The blue and gold macaw grows to be quite large, measuring nearly 3 feet from beak to tip of the tail. This is not a pet for a novice bird owner. It rivals a cat or a dog in its special needs. They are also very loud birds, and their vocalization include flock calls that sound like screaming. They have a very lively personality and can be very fun. These birds will form a close bond with their human. They can be taught to talk. The scarlet macaw has an average lifespan of 40 to 50 years. The size is 33 inches and the weight is 2.3 pounds. These birds can be a little bit unpredictable. They need daily socialization and stimulation so they stay tame. They get bonded quite easily, so they should be provided with lots of toys and a lot of attention from their owner. Hand-fed babies will be very affectionate. This macaw Also can be very noisy. Not good for people living in an apartment. Absolutely not a starter bird. The military macaw has an average lifespan of 60 years. The size is 36 inches. The weight is 2.5 pounds. The military macaw, social and very vocal, these birds are known to be very pleasant, even-tempered pets when properly socialized. Very curious birds and enjoy playing with their flock. Also have a lot of energy and very loud call. Plan to spend a lot of time with this bird. Last but not least, the biggest bird of them all is the hyacinth macaw. It has an average lifespan of 50 to 70 years. The size is 36 inches and the weight is 2.6 to 3.7 pounds. The hyacinth macaw, these guys are huge. The biggest of all the macaws and the hardest to care for. These birds are very demanding and need the most time out of all of the species. Large, beautiful, and intelligent, they can be quite alluring, but are only suitable for very experienced pet owners. Huge amounts of patience is needed with these also very loud birds.